Hello there, I am Mel and welcome to Mel's Gardening and Crochet. This is my first proper video I'm putting out, so bear with me. Today I want to do some seeds and I want to go through what I have growing at the moment, how long I've had it growing, and my little makeshift beds that I've got going. But first of all, I'll show you what I have here. These are my herbs. I have a few down here as well. So I have some old basil and some garlic chives. I have some old basil and some parsley. These were meant to be propagating rosemary from a friend, but that didn't work. I have some thyme and some oregano. And down here I have some more thyme and some more parsley. And then if I come this way, I apologise for the wind, it is very windy today. This is my newest bed. We have some strawberries, some spinach, a lavender and some dwarf beans. So I'm looking forward to see how these go. I've done spinach and strawberries before, but not the beans. These have been in this bed that I put together for about, what's today? Saturday. I put them in, I think it was Thursday or Friday? No, yeah, it's about Thursday. Over here is my little makeshift bed. I used to have a big pot with all of this in it, and I have found over the last year that I started this, nothing grows in a pot. So here I have a lot of leaves because it's very windy at the moment. Oregano, some lettuce, more oregano, lettuce, basil, lettuce, garlic chives there and there. Lots more lettuce, basil, oregano, a marigold. This is a zucchini that I know is not going to do well. It's the wrong time of the year. Some tomato seeds that I had put in. And down the end there I've put in some sugar snap peas and some sage. And then down in this corner garden, where all my little sticks are, I have put in some broccoli. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, but one of them has already disappeared thanks to snails. So we shall see how that goes. Now if we come back this way, this is my little greenhouse for my seeds. So I haven't shown you that. I've also put in a cottage garden mix, which has poppy, nigella, linaria. Oh, there's a whole heap, but the label's been ripped, hasn't it? Snapdragon, cornflower, cosmos, and stock. So we'll see how that goes. That's been in for a couple of months now. Keep all my labels and stuff like that because you've got to know what you're growing. So I know, being midwinter at the moment here in Western Australia, it's not really time for a few things, but if I put things into my greenhouse, they can start from seed, turn into seedlings. I can put them from these into these or into these, like I have done for the last year, and things have worked well. But I want to start things like some cherry tomatoes, get them going so that they're ready to put in for spring. Spring starts in September for us. And I have a collection that I started a year ago. So what can we do? I can do cabbage. That'll be ready for spring, that'll be good. I love to make coleslaw in summer and spring. Shallots, when are they? Spring, summer, autumn. I can put those in as well. I don't want to do eggplant at the moment. Funnily enough, I ate eggplant for the first time a few weeks ago. I did not like it. So that's a no for me. What else have we got? Mint, basil. I've already done those. What else? Strawberry seeds. No. What's this? Cucumber. Spring and summer. I have not had any luck with cucumbers yet, to the point where it grows about that tall and then does nothing. So I don't know how to go about that. I could leave it a little bit later in the year, like maybe another month, maybe mid-August. We are currently mid-July. Sorry, I need to get on the floor. So yeah. What else? Zucchinis. I want some fresh zucchini so bad. But again, that's like the cucumber. Sage, lavender. I thought I had some broccoli. Or did I use it all? I think I used it all. I can feel it starting to rain. Blowing in behind me. Apologies for that. It's getting cold. Alright. Where's my shovel? There we go. Alright. So, a year ago, on the 15th of July, I started a small veggie garden in pots, and some things grew really well. I chose to do pots because I am in a rental and I cannot put in an in-ground garden bed or anything like that, but I spoke to the owner of my house. I've been here for 6 years, and he said I could do it out the back in a certain area. But my children play in the front yard. I have my little sitting area in the front yard. The backyard is just too exposed and no shade, and living on a farmhouse surrounded by paddocks, I don't have access to the paddocks, so whoever rents the paddocks for their cattle, they spray a lot of chemicals and it kills my plants. So that's not an option. So the first raised bed that I showed you that I put together a few days ago, that is my first ever proper raised garden bed, and I'm really excited for it. I want to start some things in my little seed containers, and I've still got all of this nice soil from all of my pots. So let's do some seed planting. Away we go. You might occasionally hear a small child. That is my 1.5-year-old, Charlotte. I have a glass window just behind the camera there. She always comes to the window. Hi, Mum, Mum, Mum. She's so cute. Alright, so we'll start some cabbage. We'll do some cabbage first, and I'll use these big ones for my cabbage because then they can stay in there a little bit longer. Label. Using a white paint marker. Easy. I can easily just wash it off if I ever change what I'm putting in there. Let's start putting some soil in these. Add all the leaves, even though the leaves help as good mulch. So I want to start growing my own vegetables as a part of the cost of living crisis that the world is currently dealing with, and plus it all tastes so much better than the store-bought stuff. I have always wanted to do it, and it's fun. My children can join in. I have 4 children, so it's fun for everyone. I get to pull my husband out and go, look at this, look how much this grew. I planted this, I planted that, we can try this, I can make that. And I just think it's a lot of fun, so why not? I watch a lot of YouTubers on their gardens and stuff like that, and I get a lot of ideas and tips and tricks and cooking recipes and stuff like that, but most of it unfortunately is in America, and I'm in Australia, so the climates are different, all that sort of stuff. So now I have put 2 to 3 seeds per seedling tray. We'll see how they go. It's now starting to rain. We've had a lot of rain. The other day, what was it, not yesterday, the day before, so that was Thursday, I got 32 millimetres of rain from 8 AM till about 10 PM. That was a lot of rain. Oh, there we go, there's one lot of cabbage done. I'll also do one in this small 6 tray to see which grows better, which grows bigger, which one's worth keeping to put in the ground. Because last year, where I have my corner bed that I showed you, I did broccoli and cabbage. The broccoli did amazing. The cabbage I got impatient, and also it got destroyed by cabbage butterflies. So that didn't go too well. Ooh, too many. Couple seeds in there, some soil on top of that one. This is hurting my back. I have some back problems, so don't mind me. Ah, there we go. There's another one. Right, right cabbage on this one. Hi. Saying hello to my baby. Right, that's cabbage. So I can put that back in there. We'll see how that one goes. And now we will do shallots, long white bunching shallots. So spring onions, pretty much. I love spring onions. Spring, summer, and autumn for the southwest of Western Australia, which is where I am. Okay, I will do those in this one here. Label. I know most people do the little tag things, but I don't have any. I used to get a stick and write on it, but it just washes off after a couple of months. So spring onions, I love spring onions. Filling this up. So how many seeds should I put per thing? I did 2 or 3, maybe more, because it's a bunching kind of thing. They can grow multiple in one. I've never done spring onions before, mind you, so if you have some tips or tricks, I can look into it, especially for my zone, my area. I'm in zone, I think it's 10A or 10B. I'll have to look into that. Ooh, that's what they look like. What does it actually say? Prefers a well-prepared manured ground in full sun. Yes. No thinning. Okay. So do not thin them out. So I can put a bunch in one, which is good. I hate thinning out. I'm not good at thinning out. I hate thinning out. Last year I did some sugar snap peas, and they were so good. It's the first time I've ever done them, and I really enjoyed it. I tried them again this year, and I might have done it a bit too early. I'm not too sure, because I have a huge pot right next to my camera actually, and I did a whole heap in that, and they started to grow. They're growing a little bit, but they've gone yellow, they're browning, and they do not like it. I've got some outside so that they can get some sunlight as well, and still don't like it, so I don't know what's going on there. Alright, spring onions. Spring onion 1. Should I do another one? I'm going to do another one. Might do one of these, put a heap, and then that can go into the ground as like a big clump and just grow. Alright, label. Spring onion, soil. So I know this says to sow into its permanent position, but I don't actually have somewhere for them at the moment, and I need them to be somewhere warm at the same time, and it needs to go in my greenhouse behind me to get the warmth and the moisture. So I'm just testing it, see how it goes. If it fails, I'll try it again in another month. When it starts getting towards spring, it starts warming up a little bit more. We will see. It's a test. We're testing it. Everything's a test, because, again, I've not done it before. A whole heap. And just sprinkle them on. When it gets to about this big, put this into one of these bigger pots and put it on a shelf in my greenhouse. Or, no, never mind. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Put some soil on top of that. There we go. Spring onions, done. I'm not going to fit much on there. Right, next, Cherry tomatoes. I love my tomatoes. I love cooking with fresh tomatoes with my basil and my thyme and my oreganos. It tastes so good. So good. I did tomatoes last year and they are probably the only thing that did really well. I got so many fresh tomatoes but I was actually buying tomatoes seedlings, sets. They came in these pots from Bunnings. And I was putting them into a bigger pot, staking it as it grows, and they actually got to about 5 feet tall, and I got quite a few tomatoes, and they tasted so good. So maybe I'll have another good year of tomatoes. First time I've ever done well with tomatoes, and I loved it. So, fingers crossed. We shall see. And again, probably too early. Getting some stuff started. I don't know what I'm doing, partially. I know a few things, not everything. We shall see how it goes. Write my label. Seeds. They actually didn't give many seeds. Ones I've had before had heaps of seeds. So I'll do 2 per part. Seeds are in, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep, a little bit of soil on each. Cherry tomatoes. I don't think I'm going to fit much more in that. I've got this little one here that's already labelled tomato, but I'll add cherry to that because I do tend to do multiple lots of cherries, or tomatoes in general. So this can be a smaller one, and again we'll transfer them to bigger pots as we do. I am on, my watering system is bore water only, but I have fresh tank water to my shower and my kitchen sink and bathroom and stuff like that, but my toilet is on boil water, so it's a bit but that's how we save on water every year. And we run off 2 big tanks, and then we have a 3rd tank for reserve if needed. But I will take you around the side when I go to water. I will take you to this little mini tank that I have that catches excess rainwater that can't go into my main tanks because they are too full. 4, 5, 6. There we go. Put some soil on top of these. Get rid of the chunk. That chunk. Alright, there we go. Second lot, cherry tomato. There we go. Alright, what else? Can I do anything else? It's hard to get stuff for winter around here in Australia, I find. But that could just be me. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong spot. I don't order online or anything. I just go to the supermarket or the hardware store and see what's available and what I want to grow at home and stuff like that. Just do a few of those because I've already got some spinach growing, but it's a different variety, but no harm in having extra spinach. This one can be lavender, which is English dwarf lavender. So I have used a few of these seeds already, but then we had a torrential downpour. The pot they were in got completely drenched to the point where it was waterlogged, and I think that's why they didn't work. So fingers crossed it works this time, but in a smaller pot, and then we'll transfer them. I can't open it. You can hear the 28s in the tree. Clean up after ourselves, as always. And we will go get some water. Okay, come with me. Let's go get some water, shall we? Trusty watering can. I'm really excited and hoping that this works out. My first vlog was of crochet, but I currently have some injuries to the point where I can't do any crochet at the moment. So I thought, I love doing my veggie gardening and I want to try and do different things this year and see how it goes, and so why not try and vlog that. Here we go. This is my overflow water reserve tank. This is where I live. These are my 2 water tanks. This new one got put in maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I can't remember. That tank is the original. It's been there for like 40 years. We also have access to water from a tank down at the back of the paddock. Where are we? There we are. Down there, that's our other tank. And here's one of my chickens. She's running away. There's both in there. I did have 5 chickens. I now only have 2. I would love to get a couple more, but for $30 a bird, and these 2 aren't laying at the moment, so I'm not sure what to do on that front. Hoping that this vlog goes better than my last one. We shall see. Fingers crossed. Let's pop you up a little bit. There we go. In there, waiting and growing. Hang on, are we zoomed in? We are too. They're in there, freshly watered. I watered everything else. I might actually take this out because it has got flowers and that's not going to pollinate anywhere. Not with being in there. Basil, I've still got a little bit of basil left, but that probably won't last. What's that? Capsicum, that never did anything. Strawberries, they never did anything. I got one little lemon, but we shall see. Now, I will take you to see the cottage flower bed that I have started. This is it here in my daughter's old sandpit. So we have, I know these are the cosmos, this one here. I also put in a couple of little I think viola, a couple of violas in there. Some of it's weeds, I know that. I can just pull them out, give them to the chooks. But it's my first time growing proper pretty flowers, apart from marigolds. So we shall see. Oh, it's getting a bit windy, I apologise. But what I'm most excited about is this little first proper bed of mine. Can you see? There we go. Oh, stay there. So the dwarf beans I've never done before. I know these trellises are too small. I would like to eventually get a trellis that sits along here and comes all the way up so that they can then trail up. And I'm looking forward to my lavender, which I have right here. The other day I also actually did a I put my old arch along here, and I added some pretty jasmine, so hopefully that takes nicely. I have some pansies growing, and we are getting some pretty little flowers in there, and I have a second jasmine. You know, this is the original bed that I had put the lavender into, but it never did anything. I had this one little random something pop up. I don't know what it is. It hasn't done anything. We shall see. So I think that is all for now. I will edit this video, make this a first video, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any tips or tricks on vegetable gardening, herb growing, what's best to grow in southwest Western Australia, winter, springtime, give me some tips and ideas. I would greatly appreciate it. Do the thing, like and subscribe, please. I would greatly appreciate that as well. And yeah, I would love some tips. I want to get into this big time. I want to feed my family of 6 without the major costs, and I just want to do it. I want to do it properly. I'm trying to do it the most budget friendly way I can, considering where I live, and I'm trying to give it a good hard go. So any tips, any way possible, please, I would greatly appreciate it. Bye. I'll see you all next time.